The second exercise we're going to do today is called I call it the circles exercise, but when I learned it, it's got a very poetic Chinese name, and it's called the method to open to the multitude of wonders. And the multitude of wonders would be everything around us. So it would be nature and our environment around us, which is a wonderful source of energy and of qi from a Chinese medicine and from a Qigong practice point of view. So we can gain a lot of qi, a lot of really good energy from our environment. And as any of you will know, if you've been to the beach or around the seaside, the energy there is completely different from in a city. Similarly, if you're in a forest or up a mountain, you probably have experienced how nourishing that can be, even just walking through an area like that. So in Qigong practice, what we can do is use exercises to really harness this multitude of wonders in a more specific and beneficial way to our health. So this little circles exercise is really very simple, and I'd just like you to follow along with me. Breathing, just using your abdominal breath at whatever speed is comfortable for you. And this exercise is probably not so easy to practice from a lying down position, but you can most definitely do it sitting, as I am, or from a standing up position. And it's a really great one to practice when you're out in nature. So if you're in a forest or down at the beach, just to do a few rounds of the circles exercise is a really great practice to energize you, to calm your mind, and really to reap the most out of the environment in which you happen to be. So just beginning by placing one palm on top of the other with both palms facing upwards in your lap, or just if you're standing, just in front of your lower abdomen area. Closing the eyes for a moment and settling into your breath. So usually with Qigong, we start and end with a few abdominal breaths. Remembering to smile, Qigong should also be fun and enjoyable. And now gently opening your eyes so that you can see me. Just keeping going with your breathing now. So breathing in and out through the nose, the mouth is closed. And gently parting the hands, palms are facing up, just at this hip level. So pulling the hands apart. And we're working here with the 4 directions of qi movement and encouraging that in the body by moving our arms this way. So this is moving the qi outwards. And now when you reach a point where you feel like you're going to have to lift the shoulders, keep the shoulders nice and relaxed, and then just turn the fingers to face the front. Palms are facing upwards. You're rotating in the wrists. And now the fingers are facing away from you. Palms still facing upwards. So the second direction of qi flow is up. So keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Think of the arms floating up towards shoulder level. So no tension or huge muscular involvement here. Just floating arms. And then when you feel as though the shoulders might need to lift a little bit, start with the third direction of qi flow, which is to draw the qi in. So think of gathering everything in from the outside, drawing the palms to face each other. And you see here how my arms are not above my head. The hands are more or less at forehead level. And from here, with the shoulders nice and relaxed, the palms then start to face downwards. And I've made like an upside down V shape, like the roof of a house, in front of my forehead. If your arms are up here, that's creating too much tension in your shoulders. So just have them so that you can see your fingers in front of you. And from here, the 4th direction of qi flow is down. So I'd like you to begin by dropping the shoulders first of all. And you see that moves the hands down a little. And then draw the elbows down and slightly in towards the midline. So they're parallel. And you'll find that the palms come to face each other in front of you. And then begin to drop the elbows and the shoulders even more, leading the hands down. through the center line of the body, back to the area of dantian and the lower abdomen, placing one hand on top of the other. So this second round of circles now, we're going to do the same movements, but we're going to go for smooth, effortless flow and really thinking of not only our arms moving in the 4 directions of qi flow, but also creating the conditions whereby that qi flow can move in the 4 directions inside our bodies as well. Remember, Qigong is all about creating the conditions for free flow of qi so that your body can bring itself back to a balanced state of health. So breathing and smiling, allowing the hands to part, rotating in the wrists, keeping the shoulders down. So qi moving outwards. And then qi moving upwards, floating the hands slowly and gently up to shoulder level. And then drawing the qi inwards. Hands around the level of your forehead. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Make that upside down V with the hands. The hands are not touching here. Drop the shoulders, encouraging the qi flow downwards now. Elbows come to be parallel, palms facing each other, and drawing the hands down, back towards dantian. And now continuing with one more on your own. Close the eyes now, maybe. Feel any sensations in the hands, in the arms. A very important part of Qigong is observing how you're feeling, observing the qi flow. So some of you at this point now might have tingling sensations in the hands and the arms. It might feel as though your hands are swollen or bigger. Your fingers are like sausages. The hands might feel heavy or light. And there could be heat or coolness in the hands. All of those things are a sign of open, free-flowing qi. So that's fantastic if you have that going on. Let's do one more. In silence now. And bringing one hand to rest on the lower belly with the other hand directly on top when you've finished that circle. Keeping the eyes closed. And again, just circling, giving your belly a rub in one direction, nice and slowly. And then in the other direction. And then allowing the hands either to come back down by your sides, feeling into the fingers, feeling anything in the hands and the arms, or if you prefer, just resting the hands on your thighs if you're sitting. Smiling and coming back to your abdominal breath. And then just gently opening the eyes.